A case for our mental privacy. The thoughtfulness of a son in law, printing a personalized letter on a blanket as a paper themed anniversary gift to my daughter enthralled me. This new generation is full of surprise, even on some of these surprises are influenced by the media. Otherwise, who among you has heard of papers as a theme for first anniversary gift? I'm sure some lavish magazines have promoted this year-by-year gift idea to carve out a niche business. I was sharing my bizarre Bimas mails with a colleague, and lo, my Facebook wall offered me a video on how to send a paper blanket to your daughter. I did not browse any keyword to prompt the suggestions, and the online platform featured my love for my daughter against that of my son-in-law. Nice try, Mark Zuckerberg. Doing the same answer, I was telling my colleagues that it was a level offense to forget one's spouse's birthday in Samoa, something that I learned on Facebook. That evening, my colleague received videos, suggestions, and some strange laws, including the one I mentioned. Grab my phone. It's a special law. Has it been spying on me? The mind reading algorithm is very much here. About 2 years back, in a blog post, Facebook announced that it was creating brain machines interfaces that could collect thoughts from human neurons and translate them into corresponding images and words. The research initially aimed at helping patients with paralysis, giving the disabled individual a much desired medium to express their thoughts without moving any muscles. Many companies, including the US military, Elon Musk's Neuralink, have been engaged in developing such brain computer enterprises for some time now. For me, it was an eye opener to realize that such neurotechnology already exists and had been its unknown subject. I felt like I was ordering the proverbial emperor's new clothes that failed grudgingly to hide the real self of the world. Gone are the days her privacy is to be a concept. The science behind it is no longer fictions. It's embedded in the devices that we are carrying in our hands as an extensions of our bodies. The social media app on my phone can now figure out what to do, see or hear. It is the modern day angelic scribes that sit on our shoulders recording everything for the judgment day through functional magnetic resonance imaging. Our devices can now measure blood flow to the brain as a proxy for neural activity, paint a corresponding image, and translate them into words. As a student of culture, this honors me because I have been owned by an agency that has the intentions of using my mind as it was own Prince. It is every infections of colonizing my mind. It is a type of imperialism. It is every intention of colonialism. It is a type of imperialism. That's error. So defined as thinking about and searching on controlling land that you do not possess. That is distant. That is lived on and owned by others. Similarly, Facebook had taken over but virtually space to control the space. It doesn't own or possess it. At the same time, as a student of humanities, I'm influenced by the consent I've given to Facebook to subjugate me. While glossing over the five friends, little did I know that I had made myself vulnerable to big data. The exciting videos threads, news beats have lured me into joining platform manufacturing my consents and making me helpless cog in the browsing machines. I'm responsible for my own virtual enslavement. The prison's house of subspace, my brain, which has been the ultimate reservoir of a privacy frontier. It stopped being private. Traditionally, we have heard of big brother state machines carrying out clandestine surveillance operations on its subjects. It seems intelligence agencies are not the only ones prying into our private lives. Our data is up for grabs for anyone who is interested. Facebook has already been accused of paying information to different agencies, including advertising firms. The digital marketing network has thus targeted me as a potential client. How do I know? While researching on this topic, I was talked by Start Digital Marketing Europe campaign. They have analyzed my profile to think that my admin role involves education and marketing. I have thus become a product of neurocapitalism without my foreknowledge. The question is, how do we protect our privacy, our brain data from these all aggressive giant technological innovations? The danger is bigger than we can imagine. Certain authoritarian companies already using this brain mapping technology to measure the emotional and cognitive health of employees. They give a easy headgear so that the employers would know the emotional level of the staff members. They have been used for brainwashing. Such technology can very well be used for criminal investigations and interrogations. The group that has access to this power will rule over the race, turning them into mere zombies. The Shuttajitra caricatures in Hero Rajadashin. Europe Noah Harari, the author of *Sapiens*, in a recent interview with CBS 60 Minutes, warned us of the process through which artificial intelligence could hack human brains for the safe operations of these new technologies. Harari suggested observance of three principles so that no agency is often a frightening accumulation of power. This includes making sure that the data is used to help rather than manipulate. Monitoring any agency that has the power to monitor us so that it employs its power responsibly. Third, ensuring that the data is not concentrated in just one place to avoid dictatorship. This is easier said than done, especially in societies where mind reading can be exploited for personal gains. Well, most countries are giving into the manufactured consent of air. Latin American country, Chile has been an exception, addressing the mental privacy issues against the backdrop of the rapid encroachment of brain company enterprise. The country adopted a new provision bill just July. Silis Palme agrees that neural data is a special kind of information related to our essential self as it defines our identity. The field considered neural data is an organic issue. By treating neurodata as an organ, the law prohibits Chileans from being compelled to give up brain data, and crucially, its collection should require explicit often authorizations. Rhodes Afol Osnarman Paz, a Chilean university teacher on restforward.org. Do we need similar legal protections? The issues resurfaced during last week's reviews of the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrections in the US. We are once again reminded of the dubious rule of Facebook when it failed to prevent first right groups from planning the US Capitol sale. It tracked, it stopped, it still its mass, but did not alert the authorities concerned. The social media platform has been equally guided of being complacent during the genocide in Myanmar and ethnic cleansing in Ethiopia. It is said that 90% of Facebook users reside outside of the US, while the company employs 10% of its surveillance force, or is for 10% of its users in the US. It uses 90% surveillance apparatus so safeguard ourselves from the malpractices and misuse of social media. We therefore will need our own set tools. In theory, access to brain information is good for research, education, health, entertainment. In reality, it allows certain groups to acquire more power for their own sake. A state agency may temporarily benefit from its access to the brain data of its own citizens. But the problem arises on others and make enrolled in cultivating choices and manufacturing consent. It is no coincidence that Facebook is not only monitoring the preceding behavior of my family, but also creating a familiar contrast to encourage me into starting a new behavior. The paper blanket from her daughter is a cute gesture from her husband to make me complete, for the cuteness is perverse and the machines, with an ethical code written by humans, will never understand that